Hello and welcome to Combat Energetics. I am Coach Lee, and before we continue with this video, I just want to say a big thank you to all of the new subscribers. I really appreciate your support, and it's helping this channel and community to grow. I do have other channels for other subjects, but this channel is dedicated to Combat Energetics. Okay, let's move on to the technique. I've spent decades as a bare knuckle fighter, and that has included open palm heel strikes, also bare knuckle punches, elbows, and I became a black belt in Daido Juku Kudo, which incorporates headbutts as well. Whilst I was out in Russia training and competing, I was shown a very interesting technique. I've never actually used it myself, and I'd be curious to know what everybody thinks about this technique. So when we make a fist, now there is some flexion up and down, left and right. There's always going to be some flexion at the joints. We're trying to minimize that flexion. So if we look at the open palm strike, the further up the hand or the fingers you go, there's going to be more and more flexion. The lower down you go, there's less and less flexion until you reach the heel. Now, when you hit with the heel, there's almost no flexion in that wrist joint, which actually gives you a greater and more powerful impact. One of the problems with a punch is that there's going to be degrees of flexion, and that's going to reduce the impact. This technique, you bring the fingers flat and then the thumb as normal. And what you find is there's a significant reduction in the flexion of that wrist. Like I say, I've never tried it myself. I've used it in press-ups, I've used it on pads, I've used it on Bob over here, but I've never used it in a real fight or in a bare knuckle match. And in my open source training syllabus, there are 3 requirements for any technique to enter into that open source syllabus. The first one, I have to have used that technique myself with effect. Second, that technique has to have been used on me with effect. And thirdly, I have to have witnessed the technique being used by other people with my own eyes. These are the 3 requirements for any technique to be entered into my open source training syllabus, which gives me the multi-combat system. And with this multi-combat system, we're not held by tradition. We can adapt, we can evolve, we can optimize that training syllabus by bringing in new techniques from different systems and different styles. Once again, with a fist or punch, there's going to be a degree of flexion. When we don't curl the fingers under, there's a significant reduction in the amount of flexion. What do you think about this? Please leave a comment. Let us know if you've used this technique before. Even let us know if you've seen this technique before. Thank you for watching.